Hello and welcome back to In the Booth. In the Booth. Today joining me in the studio is Neusha, a powerhouse singer-songwriter with soulful vocals and a distinctive R&B sound. And your recent single, Nostalgia, just dropped on Friday.
Yeah.
And so we'll be talking about that and how you've evolved up until that point and what's coming ahead for you in 2026.
Okay.
So welcome to the studio.
Hi, I'm happy to be here.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing really good, yeah.
Good. And so we've mentioned Nostalgia, but before we get into your current artistry, we're gonna hear a little bit of a snippet of an earlier song of yours called Soul's Heartbreak.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit about Soul's Heartbreak? What inspired it?
I wrote it when I was 18 and I didn't really end up releasing for another year because I just didn't know anything about releasing or producing or anything like that at that time. But I would write songs a lot. And I think I just fell in love for the first time, or at least at the time I thought I did, and I was like, yeah, this is like the biggest feeling in the entire world. And I kind of just described how I was feeling, like it was just too much to like keep inside, so I just wrote about it, and I was like, oh, these are nice lyrics, so I just put some guitar to it.
Oh wow, so that's what then prompted you to release that a year later then?
Because a year later I just got more into the bag of like knowing how to even go about releasing something. Like I've sat on so much music for so long that anything that's released is always like at least like a year after it's been written, kind of.
Oh wow.
Because there's just so much to get to,
Yeah.
and it's like I'm such a procrastinator as well sometimes. But yeah, like I love writing, and I really like the lyrics of this one as well. Like the first line of it is something like I would lose a lung trying every pack to bring back the exact smell of you. And when I do, I would stain every shirt with that scent so I can finally sleep without crying first. And at the time, that's exactly how I felt.
Wow.
Like, it took me a long time to get over that feeling as well, but yeah. I mean, it made, like, good lyrics, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, your lyrics, even on your most recent single, are just so good. I think I messaged you about it. It was just so good.
I'm really glad you like it.
Yeah, there's one where I was like, what is it? It's, we both know no heart beats harder than in the hands of an artist.
Yeah.
But, like, I was like this, like, listening to it. So good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we should hear a little snippet and then we can continue.
Sure. I'd lose a lung, trying every pack to bring back that exact smell of you. And when I do, I'd stain every shirt with that scent so I can finally sleep without crying first. We saw it too, looking straight at the one-way mirror, thinking we'd both reach out further than we did. But we met in the middle, found ourselves touching what's behind, cracking glass on what we didn't need to relive. I know I'll cry at this train stop more now than you ever will. I'll listen to our song, wonder why I couldn't hold on any longer. I know I'll cry at this train stop more now than you ever will. I just wanted you to care. I wanna be loved, don't wanna feel left again. Oh, your heartbreak hurts, but I'll always hurt myself worse than you will. The comfort in that makes it feel not so bad. I wish it were different, wish I felt an indifference, but I don't, so here I am again, alone with this note and pen. Do I take pride? The first makes her cry, you'll be okay. Can't sleep in a bed that isn't made of. I always have to leave first, so much to say, I wish I rehearsed. You'll be fine, this will make you better in time. I know I'll cry at this train stop more now than you ever will. I listen to our song, wonder why I couldn't hold on. I know I'll cry at this train stop more now than you ever will. I just wanted you to care. I wanna be loved, don't wanna feel left again. I know I'll cry at this train stop more now than you ever will. I listen to our song, wonder why you couldn't hold on any longer. I know I'll cry at this train stop more now than you ever will. I just wanted you to care. I wanna be loved, don't wanna feel left again. I know I owe you a lot more than I ever gave. I'm not ashamed. Tell me, what else can a girl do when she's afraid?
Amazing. So now that we've had a little bit of your earlier stuff, we have a little bit of context as we talk about how you even began writing music. Why did you even decide to get into music? What was it that pushed you there?
I always liked writing, even before I was spelling properly and stuff. When I was younger, I would write books and I would make little stories in the books, and I liked building the characters and I liked building the stories. And I used to go to church and this before I could write, and this one guy from church was a songwriter from I think Utah or something like that.
Wow.
And he was like, yeah. So I told him, I was like, okay, so I'm going to tell you what to write and you write it down and let's make it into a song. And it wasn't a produced song or anything like that. I just liked writing songs when I was 5, 6. Do you know what I'm saying? And it was just, I liked it so much. And I feel for me, I find it very difficult to express. Well, I'm getting better at it, but express generally how I feel to people in real life. With my friends, they've known me all for over 6 years, so it's kind of chill with them. But it's can I really be asked to sit here and talk about my feelings? No. But I feel it's so much easier to write, and just whoever wants to read it can read it. You know, I'm not going to force it on anybody. But if they want to, read into the lyrics and stuff, it's there. Yeah. And it is written to be read into as well. But if they don't want to as well, they don't have to. Yeah. Yeah. I put a lot of effort into lyrics. That's to me, the most important part of a song.
Oh. Yeah. Why? Just because it's that's where you can, I guess, capture your emotions?
Yeah.
Or?
I feel that's my bag as well. I think lyrics are my bag. You go into a session sometimes and a vocalist, they're just so into the vocals bag, so deep into it that it's amazing to listen to. I go listen to vocalists, especially gospel vocalists that are doing that have transitioned to R&B or soul music, and their runs crazy, unmatched. And when you look at them, you're yeah, this is you in your bag. This is you doing what you feel you're the best at. And I feel what I consider my best attribute musically is lyricism. And all the other things I'm trying to build up. Yeah. Vocals, I want to get better at. Being able to get better at harmonies, I want to get better at. I want to be a better instrumentalist, play guitarist better, learn how to produce better. But I think the lyricism, I find the most comfortable in. Because I enjoy painting the picture and creating the scene, and then being melodramatic with the lyrics, and then actually kind of meaning it a little bit as well. Yeah. Yeah. I got a song, I don't know when it's going to come out, in a few months' time, I guess, and it's this jazz piece, and it's a super swung jazz, and it's about basically generally about being over dramatic, but having reasons behind them. But on the surface, it's just about this lady who is in the South and shoots her husband for leaving a letter by the door. It's this whole story, and I'm so excited to release it.
I love it.
And it paints a whole picture. It's got nothing to do with my life specifically, but I take from my own experiences of going straight to anger instead of going to reasoning first. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's just I really like the song. But it's coming out in a couple months now. Yeah. Right now.
Oh, that's so exciting. I do think I love storytelling, and I just think storytelling is, even when we were cavemen, people told stories. It's so important for passing on passing on and also just being creative and imagining things up. I used to love making up stories. So I so get you.
It is the best. It's you ever read a really good book and it just takes you to somewhere else? Yeah. Love. If we can do that in a 3-minute song, why not?
Yeah. Literally. I also think that you can be an amazing vocalist, but having a distinctive voice is really what sets you apart and what is, I would argue, more important than
You
whether-
think?
like yeah, like how, and like I think lyrics, like distinctive lyrics and a distinctive voice. Oh my god, gone. And you definitely have a distinctive voice and a great voice, obviously.
Thank you so much. That's really nice of you. That's very kind. Like I've never even considered, like my producers will probably like laugh at me for saying this because I say this to them as well. But I don't consider myself like a singer. Like I know I sing, but it's like when I go into the session, the thing that I'm most focused on is the writing part of the song.
Wow.
Trying to get like, and I enjoy listening to different artists. Like a couple years ago, one of my producers, my friends that's a producer that I work with, he put me on to Green Tea Peng, and I was like,
God.
her melodies are
Oh my
crazy.
God.
The way that she sings and like bounces between notes is like,
Yeah.
that's gorgeous, and that's really like, I want to say rare.
Yeah.
That's some shit you don't hear every day. Like,
Her lyrics are insane.
it's
Like,
insane. And I love the way she just does the music. She does the music. One time I saw her outside Brick Lane. I didn't know what she looked like. I just liked her music. And my friend was like, oh my gosh, Green Tea Peng, like I love your music. And she was so nice. She was so nice.
You've met her?
Yeah, I've met her, but I didn't like say anything. I didn't
Oh
know.
my
I didn't know.
God.
I thought she was my friend's friend. And my friend was just going to say hi to her friend. But then when she actually started speaking, I was like, oh, like, you're a fan of her music. That's cool. And then she's like, that's Green Tea Peng. And I went into my Spotify and I was like, yeah, I saved a bunch of her music. I thought she was a band. I thought it was a whole band around Green Tea
Really?
Peng. And I was like, it's so cool that they can all do this.
Yeah.
But then, no, it's just
like
one
just
lady.
her.
Yeah.
She's amazing. She's
She's
so cool.
amazing. Yeah,
Like she's
so
actually
cool.
one of my
Yeah?
yeah. I was listening to Green Zone. I always say 108, but I don't actually know if it's like supposed to be 108. You know the one with like the green cover. I was listening to that like all of January, which
Yeah.
we're now not in January, thank God.
Oh, yeah. January did take like a million years.
Yeah.
This January was probably the longest January ever. I remember thinking like halfway through January, I was like, we are like we've ended, right? Like it's been a while. It felt like more than a lot of 2025 because 2025 went so quick for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Just back to back things, but in January there was a lot to do as well. Just like it's just long.
Yeah. It is the worst month, but we're through that now.
Yeah.
So what made you want to put music to your lyrics then? Or like what do you think of like spoken word, like poet, like like I guess it's like your approach is then poetry to music with your amazing voice.
And I just love poetry. I mean, wait, sorry, what was the question?
That's a great question. I moved on from the question. My brain went somewhere else. Yeah, why did you want to put music to your lyrics? Like, why not leave them as poems?
That's a good question. I mean, the thing is, I feel like there's two answers I have for it, and one of them is that people are more likely to listen to poetry if it's sung. But two, I also just generally do like music as well.
Yeah.
Like I love listening to music, and even I'm more likely to listen to music than poetry. And for me, singing is a vessel to take that poetry and put it in a way that gets people to listen to it. Because songs, whether they're digestible or not, they allow you to like kind of just sit there and like take things in, and like books, like they transport you somewhere else, especially with the music itself, you know. And once you're in that new place, you have this information thrown at you with all this lyrics, you know, and you get to build up your own kind of like visuals in your mind of what does this scene look like. If you even like searching into that kind of some people, they just like to listen to music and not really listen to lyrics, and I respect that too. You know, there's parts of music that like most people that are musicians themselves don't really focus on lyrics too much. Like they don't put too much effort on the lyrics or emphasis on them, just because they themselves prefer instrumentals and like the melodies, and I respect that just as much. You know, that's cool too.
But like for some people that kind of like is lyrics. Like sometimes I think when I'm playing an instrument, it's like okay, it doesn't have words, but it's telling the same story as like a lyric does. So what do you think then? Okay, this is actually, I don't know if you want to answer this, but what do you think of like pop music, hyper pop music, where like the lyrics are less poetic,
like the Cat's Eye stuff, like the
like Charlie XCX, like
okay. Yeah, I mean, I think Charlie XCX has some good lyrics too.
Yeah.
To be honest, like, I don't think it's ever a situation of bad or good. I think it's more a sense of, okay, these people either catering, whether they're catering to an audience or not, or just generally enjoy like making that kind of music. Like, here's what it is.
Yeah.
Like they can do their thing. Like I think I do have an opinion. Sitting up on my shirt. Like I do have an opinion on the whole, because I don't know if Cat's Eye do use AI to write lyrics, but I saw something online that was like their lyrics are giving very much AI, which, you know, I'm very anti-AI. Like I'm very, even in open sessions, like I'm very anti-AI. Don't just hire a lyricist. I can't lie. Like hire a lyricist. Like it's not that deep. It's if you have all this funding and all this label money, like you can definitely pay a lyricist.
That's so true. That's so true. And you'll end up with better things than ChatGPT could give you.
Yeah, well, and save the environment.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah.
Preach. And so we've spoken a lot about lyrics, but like, do you remember what was the first instrument that you played? Like, do you remember how you like then started pairing that with music?
I learned guitar and piano. I think I started learning piano when I was a bit younger. I used to take lessons when I was super young, and then I stopped. And then guitar, I was just basically mostly self-taught. I did go to like a few lessons here and there, but mostly I had this guitar for a while, and I was writing songs, like full songs, from like year 7. So when I went into year 7, I would just like write songs on my piano, and then after a while, that keyboard just stopped. The keyboard in my room just stopped working. So I just, I had a guitar in my room, which is this guitar. Like, that's my baby. Do you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like, I sleep with her. Like, I love that girl so much. And yeah, it's kind of like a peak story. I mean, I was in year 10 and someone that I was friends with was like, oh, I really like Nirvana. And I was like, all right, cool. And so I went home and I like researched Nirvana and I was like, yeah, this is lit. Like, this is really cold. And all I was listening to when I was like 15 was like NWA and Nirvana. You know, like, should have been a mixed palette. And like Andy Williams. Okay. Like, I loved like the classic singing stuff. I love the way that Andy Williams' voice is. If there's one person that inspires me vocally, it's Andy Williams. Okay, like, well, he did the Love Story theme. Such a good song. Like, love that song. He did A Time for Us, Romeo and Juliet. Like, he's so cold.
So him, NWA, and Nirvana.
Yeah.
That is a crazy list. I guess like NWA and Nirvana kind of like that. I could kind of see. Wow.
Right.
Like, and like I'm just thinking about like the music that you release now is so like not at school on that vibe.
For real, and it's like I have so many different genres that I'm planning, like I have written in and I'm planning to write in as well. Oh, cool. And it's like, I want to release some rock shit, some grunge shit. I want to release some like pure beats, like well done production, you know?
I am so down for that.
Yeah, I'm so excited. But yeah, I picked up more, like I took guitar more seriously because I would go home, learn Nirvana songs, come to school, and then teach my friend how to play the Nirvana songs on guitar.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, yeah, I'm going to impress them. I'm just going to, yeah, and then I did that. And then I just started like learning more songs on guitar. And then I learned tab through that. And tab is so much easier for me to read than like notes, you know?
Yeah,
because it's like tells you where to put your fingers and like da-da-da-da. And I'm perfect. And then over time, I just took the chords that I was learning from different songs and used them in new songs that I was writing. So I'd be like, this chord sounds nice. What would it sound like if I did a different shape? And that's why when I'm writing, it can be a little bit, like when I'm composing, I don't compose in a classical way where I like write the notes down and all of that. And that can be confusing for someone like an MD, like a music director that's like organizing a show when he needs the notes. I'm just more like, we'll do this shape, you know, like we'll have like the guitarist doing this shape and then like the keys play this, like, you know, they do like add a little finger there. Yeah. So sometimes I feel like, damn, this isn't professional. But also, I don't think music is that like that anymore. That you need to be like classically like theory on 10 anymore.
No,
you know?
I don't think
like
so.
if you bring a general vibe in and you have insane musicians around you, they'll hear from it. A lot of musicians that I know, I find so impressive. Like they just play by ear. which is really helpful for
I
me.
wish I could do that. Oh my god, that's so cool.
Do you play?
Yeah, I play, but I don't.
What do you play?
I play the harp.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
That's sick. When did you start doing that?
When I was 6, I think.
And you still play?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cold. That's so cold.
Yeah, but
That's
I wish I could
useful.
play by it. It is. It's useful because it kind of is a piano, but just standing up. So you can kind of translate it onto the piano. But I wish I could play by ear.
Yeah.
So impressive. Like when someone can just like hear a song and then like play it. Oh my god.
I find it so helpful in like a rehearsal environment, especially if it's a band that you don't know, and like or like a band that you're playing with that you don't know that you're teaching songs to, and they play by ear. It's like, oh, you guys are amazing. I'm playing with this band on the 7th. It's for this event, like this Reiki event, and the band were provided to me by like the company and the people that are organising it. So I just got to meet the band, and they're really cool people, and they all play by ear, and it's amazing. The violinist, cold, sax, cold, trumpet, cold, keys, cold, like guitar, drums, bass, like all of these people are so talented, and I guess I feel so excited like working with everybody. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What is that like, I guess, as a singer? Because if you're a band, you obviously just have your band members, but as a singer, you're moving around with different bands.
Yeah.
How do you find that?
As long as you're respectful and you know what you want going into the session, you're going to be cold. You're going to be good.
Yeah.
Most people, especially instrumentalists, super nice. Instrumentalists have like very little ego.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, unless it's like the odd instrumentalist that like wants to take over. But I've never experienced someone like that with who I've worked with. So it's like, dude, everyone's like super humble, super nice, super chill, super open to listening to your ideas, especially if you're the director of the songs and like you're telling everyone what you want to hear.
Yeah.
And yeah, sometimes I get a little bit like, damn, am I being too harsh right now in a session? But then if I feel like that, I'll just go up to them afterwards and be like, hey, sorry if I came off a bit strong. And they're usually like, no, like you're chill. Like we wanted to hear what you wanted to say anyway. So yeah, I guess that's more of like imposter syndrome thing sometimes. Because you're like, well, I wasn't born into the industry. And a lot of people are born into this industry. Like, I'd say most people who are doing well,
Have family connections.
like are opening for like crazy artists before their first release.
Gosh, that has to be some form of...
Sorry?
That has to be some form of like family.
No,
100%.
100%. It is. But it's like, it's not my place to be like complaining about it because... Hey man, like I'm gonna be making it anyways. Do you know what I'm saying? Like with the least ego, I can even say like it's not really gonna make a difference in my general story, you know?
Yeah. It is complicated though, because sometimes, you know, it's obviously some people don't have that. Yeah. And it'd be quite nice to have.
And the craziest musicians I know have no family connections and just insane levels of talent. Like, I always say to people that the most talent in London is in Croydon because you get the craziest vocalists, especially like pearly, like Croydon size.
Okay. I don't think I've actually ever been to Croydon.
Yeah.
That's the embarrassing thing about London is that like it's so big. Like
there's no tubes, There's no tubes going there, to be fair, but...
But man, maybe I should go down there. Maybe I should go down there.
Yeah, I mean, if you do a session, like, if you want to go, like, meet some crazy instrumentalists, like, I can definitely, like, give you their numbers.
Is the place.
Bro, they're insane. And there's, like, sick drummers there, keys players that are beyond, like, imagination of how good they can be, you know? And South London has the best music, in my opinion. If I'm biased, so don't hold it against me, but South London does have them. That's why everyone, like, no.
What were you going to say?
That's why everyone claims South, but it's not, I don't know how true that really is. Yeah.
Interesting. I would agree. I mean, I'm from North London, so I'm going to be loyal, but also I do probably agree with you. Yeah. I wanted to ask you about, you kind of spoke a little bit about visuals, but your, so Nostalgia was out on Friday. Go listen. Okay. Like, how do you come up with the like album covers, and how does that tie into the song itself? Like, when you're writing the song, are you thinking about like the visual side of it, or does it kind of come after the song's like fully formed?
I have a habit of leaving the cover art till very last minute because I'm so focused on the music and because I just want everything with the sound to be like exactly how I envision it. That I do end up, because my sister's an artist, like my little sister, she's still in like secondary school, but she does sick art. Like she's actually like insanely cold. And to have an excuse to hang out with her, I just kind of like sit down and like, I'm like, okay, let's watch some TV and do some art. And then she's like, because you know teenagers, they never want to hang out. So it's like, okay, this is my excuse to hang out. Like, do you know what I'm saying? This is my in. So I sit down and we do some art. And then some of the art that I did for Every Time He Leaves, that was like something I did when we were just hanging out and doing art together. And then I saved these pieces up. Like Nostalgia was similar, as in like I did it at my mum's house. And then
so you made it?
No
way.
I do the art. Aside from Where Do We Start? This girl called Matilda did it. She's insane. She's so cool. And she's so good at art as well. But aside from Where Do We Start, I did all the art covers to my tracks. Aside from So Lost as well, I'm pretty sure Miles did So Lost. I'm like
just multi-talented. I do I love your cover arts because I feel like most singles, you know, it's usually a picture of like the artist or something, but yours are like thought-provoking in themselves, and then you get into the lyrics, and then you're like, well, I have so much to think about.
And I got that from a rapper. Like I was chilling with one of my rapper mates, and he was like, I don't put my face on the cover of songs. And I was like, oh, why not? He was like, I just think art just generally looks better. And after he said that, I was like, low key, high key, like let's just lock in and just pay an artist or like do a painting or something. But because I leave it so long, like I wish I would work with more artists as well. I probably will. I've just been leaving it all last minute. So I just go to my own wall and I'm like, okay, which one of these things on the wall looks like it fits with the song best? Even Nostalgia, I was like, because I have had that painting. I painted that like so long ago, like 2 years ago-ish, maybe a little bit more. And I was like, can't lie, it's time for me to just like use this as some kind of art. But for the next song, I have no idea what I'm going to be using. Like, I'm going to have to start painting.
So we'll see. We'll have to wait and see. Is there like one song or artist who's kind of like changed your trajectory in music, do you think?
100%. Jeff Buckley.
Oh, really? Okay.
When I was like 15, or 15, and I was about to turn 16, I listened to, not Lover You Should Have Come Over. It was like Broken Down. Love and I Dare to Feel It. Do you mind if I check it really quickly?
No, go ahead.
I listened to Forget Her by Jeff Buckley for the first time when I was 15, and it immediately changed, not to be dramatic, it changed my life. Because it changed the way that I thought people can understand things. It changed the way that I processed how valid my feelings were in terms of when I was writing, because I was writing poetry around that time as well, and before that time as well. And I always thought I can never show anyone these at least not the really serious, deep ones. Which now I'd look back and be like, oh, that's not too deep. But back in the day, when you don't really talk to people about your feelings, you think that you're a little bit weird for having those, super, super deep feelings, right? The way he spoke in Forget Her was how I felt about a lot of things. And I was like, damn, I'm actually not the only one who feels things this passionately and intensely. And I started to allow myself to write more songs with those kinds of themes of I'm just going to be completely honest about how I feel. And it changed the way I write. I wasn't as embarrassed anymore to write things that I felt was super, super honest. And then even Forget Her super, super inspired my song, my very first song, My Lover. Okay. Because it's just the first lyrics of that is, my lover drinks milk and stains it black. And it's about how I feel about my relationship with myself. How I can take something so innocent and so pure and then kind of stain it a little bit just from the way my mentality I have behind it, you know? I love the way Jeff Buckley writes.
Wow.
Bro, she's a tear that hangs inside my soul forever. Facts.
Literally. That song actually, like, if you ever want to crash out, I feel like that song is the perfect crash out song.
It's so good. And
it was
like
sit in the rain listening to that and just contemplate.
And I would skate a lot and listen to that track, My Love You Should Have Come Over, like a lot in 2019, 2020. Because when the quarantine thing happened, when like lockdown happened, I would, like, all you had to do was either stay inside or chill on your own. So I'd just go skating, like rollerblading.
What?
And then
you rollerblade?
Yeah.
As in with like one line or like
with the one in the line, because my mum's a rollerblade teacher, so like so we used to, and she's like a general sports teacher as well. So I just grew up doing a bunch of different sports. But then a few years ago, I learned how to skateboard, and I actually really mess with that. Like it's so fun, and I feel so cool. Like I feel like.
It is so
guys,
cool.
Can I do any tricks? Technically not. Technically not. But we're not going to focus on that too much, you know what I'm saying? Like,
can you stand? That's the most important.
Oh, I can stand. I can skate. Like, I can skate.
Are you like, can you skate like outside? Because like, I feel like on the street, that's what scares me.
Yeah.
Like, what if you hit like something and then you're just over?
Yeah, man.
I mean, have you ever broken something?
Broken something?
Like
from skating?
Yeah.
No. Not from skating. No, I've definitely hurt myself. Like, I've definitely fallen down that's just part of skating. Like you're just gonna fall down a bunch of times, but yeah, I mean I've attempted tricks, but how successful? Don't know. And one time I was like carrying my skateboard somewhere, and I just smoked, so I was like kind of delirious, and I left the cafe, and I was like, damn, I feel like I'm kind of light right now. Like I feel very light right now. And once I got on the train, I realized that I'd left my skateboard in the coffee shop. And I was like, and the same couple from the cafe were on the train with me. And I'm just thinking like, oh, this is the same couple on the train. Like, I wonder why they're staring at me. And I look down, I'm like, yeah, I can't lie. They know what I've done. I know what they've done. And they're laughing at me in their heads. Like,
did you go back?
Oh, did I go back? I did not.
So someone just has your skateboard.
They probably do, and I called. I didn't remember which cafe it was. That's how like out of it I was. I was like, because I was on my way to a studio session, and the reason I ended up in the cafe was because I got the address wrong, and I ended up on the other side of London. So I just like went to the other side of London, and once I got on the train to the other side, I was like, yeah, I can't lie. I'm already late for my studio session, and I'm not getting that thing back.
Damn. So did you replace it, or are you just...
Yeah. Okay. I went on actually like that because that was like a £10 board to like learn on, you know.
Okay.
But I still loved it. I missed her so much, and it was a good skateboard. But then when I went and got another one, I just kind of got the pieces and put it together myself because I was like, okay, cool. I feel like let me get the proper equipment. Yeah.
So you built your own
skateboard.
Wow. Have you ever built your own like rollerblades? Can you do that?
I would be down to. I'd be so down to. I don't know how to make shoes.
Yeah,
so, like,
actually that's so true. They are like attached to shoes.
Yeah.
Did you ever have Heelys growing up?
I wanted Heelys so bad. every single like birthday, Christmas, I'd be saying that, and my family just never got it. Like,
oh no, you deserve some Heelys. You deserve some Heelys.
I really do. Once I make it, I'm telling you, first thing I'm buying, first investment, Heelys.
They are so cool.
Yeah.
I actually don't know where mine went. I had some. Well, I had a pair, but I never went actually. Like I never. As I said, I'm scared of the pavements and like if like a rock comes.
With the Heelys too?
Yeah, with the Heelys too.
Okay.
But I was going up and down my corridor.
Hey.
Like woo!
Come on.
You have to teach me how to roller skate. I think that is so cool. I feel like in Hyde Park when you see them go like so fast.
Yeah. I used to skate in Hyde Park. My mum used to take me ever since I was younger. My mum used to take me to Hyde Park, but also like the skate parks because I grew up in Northwest. Basically outskirts of London, like right on the edge of London, like Watford sides. Okay. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Are you one of the people who say they were from London but actually are not from London?
I think so. I always thought like Harrow, Watford, like in between there was London. But then you go to actual London and you realise like, yeah, that's not London. As soon as I came to London, I was like, yeah. Because I lived in London. I was in London more from 16 to 18, and I fully lived in South from 18 onwards. Yeah. And that's when I feel like life really took off. Like, generally just feeling alive. Yeah. Like,
what were you doing until 18?
I mean, Watford, there's just nothing to do in Watford. Like, it's just microaggressions.
Oh, no, God, no.
It's just, yeah.
I so respect that then. I do feel like, I mean, yeah, like, if you start, like, when do I feel like I started? Honestly, probably the same. I feel like everything gets better once you leave school.
Yeah. And once you have financial independence,
Yeah.
that was such a big thing for me. As soon as I got a job and I started having control over where I spend my money,
So fun.
oh, it was amazing.
I
I was
love
like,
going
oh,
on
I'm living
holiday,
life. Like, I
and
have
it's
control.
my money.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Like, I love
yeah.
that. I definitely do spend too much money on clothes though, but that's a different issue.
That's valid though. Hey, we live in a world.
Yeah, I just want to look cute.
Yeah.
What was going to be my next? I had a question lined up, but I've forgotten it. So I'm going to ask slightly a difficult question. I don't know if you want to, like, whatever.
Cool.
We're just going to go for it.
Let's do it.
Do you think that you found, like, your artist brand and your sound? Which, I mean, it's probably always evolving. But, like, how do you, like, do you think there's a point where, like, you feel like you found it? And
I think I'm in my experimentation phase right now.
yes.
I love so many different genres, and I love so many different sounds that for me to commit to one would be doing myself an injustice.
Yeah.
At this moment, because before I've given myself the opportunity to explore everything, I can't like settle down with one idea. Do you know what I'm saying? Which I have like.
I so get that.
Yeah, I have that mentality towards everything in my life though. Like I need to like experience a lot of different things before I really decide to like, okay, I'm gonna stick to this one thing.
Yeah, well, it's like, how do you know before, how do you know before that that's what you want to do if you haven't tried all the other things,
Yeah,
you know?
and especially since like the one thing I've always known very sure, like I've been very sure of, is that I want to be a musician. Like I know that from as soon as I started writing, I was like, I'm gonna be a musician, I'm gonna be a singer, da 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 da.
Yeah.
It was more just like, how am I gonna make this happen? And I feel very comfortable in the fact that I've already decided what I'm gonna do with my life. Like I'm gonna commit it to music, and now that I've committed myself to music, I want to explore all of music, you know. And I want to get really good at I want to get so much better at instruments. Like one of my goals for this year is just to like bang out like some tough solos just in my own time, not even just posting them online.
On the
I might
guitar?
and just bang out some like. I love Gary Moore. Gary Moore's Parisian Walkways. I love that, and I want to learn to play the whole thing on guitar.
Wow.
This year, you know, like along with like Santana, like Europa by Santana. Like I love,
So good.
and Carlos Santana has been my one and only crush
So
like my
good.
entire life. Like I know he's like 90 now. Like I don't care. Oh, he's so
so
cool.
good.
Yeah, and him in Woodstock, was it Woodstock?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was. He was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, he's so good. I feel like being cool, like, also being able to like do cool solos on the guitar is so like such a flex. Like, I feel like it just comes with its own level of like, wow.
It's just aura, like it's
Yeah.
hella,
That's it.
like, and especially being a woman and going on stage and banging out like a tough solo,
Oh,
like,
so cool.
oh, okay, love that. The solo from Forget Her was inspired. My friend Bertie recorded that, and for the reference of what I wanted for a solo, I showed him Forget Her by Buckley.
Yeah.
And that's what went on my first ever song, because I was like,
Wow.
oh dude, like I love that solo so much, because it's kind of a simple solo in Forget Her. It's like it kind of stays between like the one area on the guitar, and it's not like the most technically difficult, but I don't think that makes it
No, I don't think
better or worse. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it has so much feel to it. And the same with Santana. Like Santana obviously is like, he plays some tough shit, but still like there's so much soul that goes into guitar, and I think that's a lot harder to do with guitar than vocals, because with vocals, if you sing with like chest and you
Then
sing like you know that you mean it, it's easy to sing soulfully. At least for me. But with guitar, like you got to really like feel the music, you know, and I think that's beautiful.
I also think like if like an instrument is doing a solo or whatever, and you're listening to it, you don't actually have the person in front of you like playing it, but you still feel the same emotions as if they were in front of you, and you were like looking at their body language, because like body language, I mean, like whenever I play the harp, and it's like you are like moving with it, and that adds a lot to like the emotion that you portray through it. But I think if you can like listen to it and you still get that same effect, like without the person in front of you, it's insane.
Yeah.
So if you had to play an instrument, what instrument would you play?
Like pick up a new one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd play... If I was to pick up a new one, I would probably pick up sax. I think sax would be like
So cool.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Or bass. Like double bass. Like
Yeah.
Esperanza Spalding vibes.
Yeah.
Like I love Esperanza Spalding, and like she kills it. Like she really kills it. And I think she's one of the greatest alive at the moment. Like greatest alive, like greatest living musicians we have right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't heard of her, so I'll have to check her out.
She has this album out, and Samba and Preludio is, and she's Brazilian, I believe. She speaks Portuguese, and I used to not be able to speak Portuguese, but I started learning in the last few years.
No way. Just
Yeah.
like for fun.
Yeah, because I just have plans, and learning Portuguese is in my plans.
Okay. So cool.
Like, it's for my plans to work out, I need to learn Portuguese. So, like,
Okay.
when I turned 19, I was like,
Tricky.
okay, just start learning it.
Yeah.
And now I can hold a good conversation in Portuguese with some people. Like,
Damn.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, my accent is, like, so childish sometimes. And I've been told I speak a little bit caveman-like, where they, like, kind of miss a few words in between.
Yeah.
But I'm getting there. And I think in the next, like, 4 years, I'll get much
Yeah.
better as well. And, like, her lyrics are just gorgeous. Like, and she's a bassist as well, and she sings.
Wow.
And she's a writer as well, I think. Oh, she's just insane.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check her out.
If I was to like collab with someone, I would 100% want to
Really?
collab with her. 100%. If there's one person that I'd be like, okay, living right now, collab with Esperanza Spalding. Like,
Wow.
But I need to get on her level first. I need to like really practice.
Yeah.
Give me like
You
a year.
will.
Give me like a
You
year
will.
or two. Do you
Okay,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like,
and then we can extend.
yes.
And we kind of spoke of this when we were talking about lyrics before, but how do you, obviously we're in the age of AI right now, and AI and music is such a debated topic.
Yeah.
How do you kind of approach being creative in the age of AI?
Creativity comes to humans naturally.
Yeah.
Like,
Preach.
creativity isn't what a robot is all about. Like, you can create a creative robot, sure, but a human still created that. Do you know what I'm saying? So a robot's only going to get as creative as the human who created it got.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't lie. We need to start banning AI. Like, on a real, I mean, we can beat around the bush, but I can't lie. My point, my stance on this is very firm. Lyricism, and I understand that for people who are just starting off in the industry, let's say lyricist, right?
Yeah.
Wants to put their song out there, has beautiful lyrics, doesn't know any vocalists, doesn't know any instrumentalists, doesn't know any producers, right? And that person uses AI. In my opinion, that's the easy route out. You're taking the easy way out. If you just find some events to go to and you force yourself to network, people will be nicer.
People need to meet in person.
People need to meet in person, and we need to stop like normalizing the fact that normalizing laziness when it comes to it. Do you know what I'm saying? And taking like a shortcut of just using AI and to get someone to sing. Bro, there are people who are sick singers. Use them. If you need lyrics and you can't think of any lyrics as an amazing singer or producer, hire a lyricist. Go network at some events and be like, okay, well, who here is really good at writing or knows someone who is?
Yeah.
You know? Take a couple extra weeks, if anything, a couple extra months to just like do it the long way, and just don't use AI because it is hella detrimental to especially since it's not being like controlled at all.
I know.
It's not
That's
like
what's scary.
And the companies who are funding the AI are usually the same companies that have links to like the distribution services or like the Spotify's or the Apple Music's or whatever, you know? So, but that is the only place people listen to music. Not the only place, but the majority of the place people listen to music. So it's like, dude, what are we going to do? We need to have someone like censoring something here.
Yeah. Because did you hear that I have forgotten his name and I've forgotten the company that he founded. That's really bad. But what was it? This man basically, obviously, he's like founded an AI company that like creates the song that you wanna create. so that because he said that people don't enjoy making music nowadays because like taking the time to learn an instrument is too long, which I was genuinely.
Who
like,
said this?
I don't know what his name is. I'm gonna have to. I'll put his name.
What does
like,
he do? What's his vibe?
He founded this AI company that creates like so. And he said that's because people don't enjoy making music. It's too long. What do you mean it's too long?
We have so many people alive.
And there are so many hours.
There's so many hours in a day, and there are so many people who just want this more than anything.
Yeah.
Like, there are so many people that I personally know, you know, they haven't even released more than a few songs, you know, they're working on some crazy stuff in their files ready, you know, and they would give like an arm, a leg, like whatever, for people to really, not just to be famous, but to really believe in their music, you know, and this is good quality music, Amira, like this is good, genuine music, and it's soulful, and it comes from a place of pain from people, and people they take from their own perspectives. Like the people I know that make music live crazy lives, you know, all different types. Some of them are like, you know, crazy in like a very like you can see it way. Some people just have a very intense backstory, you know, and they all use that in their music, and it shows. So the fact that some AI guy is saying, he's saying, it's too long to make music. No, you're just lazy. Sure. Like at the end of the day, that's that. You know,
there's so many resources as well to learn music. Like there's so many instruments that you could learn. Like I really don't think,
And people want live music. What are we gonna do when it's mostly AI music and we're gonna have holograms everywhere?
Oh no,
are we just gonna do holograms every day? Like, let's ask the audience. Are we gonna do holograms everywhere?
Like the ABBA Voyage.
like Michael Jackson and the hologram. Do you know what I'm saying? Like no one was, you know, no one thought, oh, Michael Jackson's gonna be stopping. Michael Jackson hologram is gonna stop people from like getting jobs in the future. But yet, like the idea is being brought up, you know, of instead of live music and live instrumentalists and stuff, we're just doing holograms. Like, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah. I'm against it.
So do you have can you tell us about any upcoming gigs you have so we can mark them in our diaries?
Yes, I have a show on the 10th of February that I'm organising all on my own. It's going to be in New Cross. It's going to be at the Amersham Arms from 7 to like 11 p.m. An amazing opener, Hannah Yaz. I'm directing a whole set of all original music for myself.
Wow.
It's all jazz influence and bossa nova and stuff like that. We're going to have some guests coming up on stage to sing songs and collabs with me. I'm really excited, and honestly, like I set the ticket prices for like £3 so that anyone who wants to come can afford it, because music shouldn't just be accessible to people who have money for it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like the same as a meal deal. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's, I mean, less even. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's why I really like the collectives around London. Like, there are a few collectives around London right now who are just doing shows that are either low ticket prices or free, and I really mess with that. Like, I think it's really important that, especially in this economy, like everything's so expensive in London all the time for no reason. Things are always getting more expensive. I think a show shouldn't be adding on to that.
No,
and it's a good show. It's like we've been rehearsing hella. Like the band Mo Gold Disc. He hates when I say this. The greatest keys player that I've ever met. He's just too humble to allow me to say it in front of him, so I'm going to say it behind his back. If he sees this, I'm sorry. But no, craziest keys player of all time, like in my opinion, of this generation.
Wow,
right?
okay. Very exciting.
Yes. Chris is playing drums. We have two insane backing vocalists, Becky and Alice, and like their voices are so sultry, and it's so nice to see like their contrast to my voice as well. Yeah. Because they're like proper like trained singers and stuff like that, which I really admire about them as well. And we've got Theo on bass. She's amazing. Does a beautiful job on bass. And yeah, I'm just hella excited, to be honest.
Yeah. Speaking of, like, I think it's so true. Music should be accessible to everyone, because I mean, I said this in a podcast episode that I put out in January about punk, saying that like people need to be meeting more in person, and like music is such an easy way to do that. Yeah, but it can just be so like it can be really not accessible. Yeah. So because of the price. Yeah. There's no reason that anyone, even a celebrities,
tickets need to be more than like £100.
No.
I-
The Oasis tickets, that
how
whole
much are they?
drama. You know when they like the Ticketmaster war and they went up to like hundreds and hundreds of pounds?
Is it?
Yeah.
I heard, now this might just be like waffle. I heard Harry Styles tickets were in the thousands. I heard. I don't know for sure.
That would be insane.
But that's silly. Like that's
too
silly.
much,
That's silly.
that's
That's silly.
too much.
Harry Styles, I know you're watching this. Like on a real, it doesn't need to be that high. Like let's be reasonable here.
Come on, Harry.
Yeah, Mr. Styles, like come on now. But I remember that there was an interview with Nirvana from like when Kurt Cobain was saying that they don't charge more than I want to say $30 for a ticket.
Wow.
I mean that's like back in the 90s though, so the conversion rate's a little bit.
Yeah.
But even that's not going to be like more than 100 now,
No.
you know. And they were really big. So
Yeah.
it's like the fact that they can do like $30 dollar tickets, then yeah, dude, like
Let the people listen to music.
words. Let the people
Live.
listen to music, and if the music's good, even better.
Yeah.
You know, like.
So true. I was hoping.
Not to big myself up too much, but like the music's really good. I think I really back the music that I make.
I mean, you have
especially-
to.
Yeah, and the musicians that I work with are too good for me to deny that they're good. Like the instrumentalists that I have the privilege of like meeting and working with through networking,
Yeah.
like pretty much purely through networking. I didn't go to uni with any of them. They're insane. Like, and I'm so like proud to work with them. So when I'm in a session with an instrumentalist I really admire, I hold myself like I hold my back a little bit straighter. Like
Yeah.
I try to be a lot more direct about what I want and
Yeah.
and then be friendly and stuff like before and after the session.
Yeah.
You know, because I want them to take me seriously. And I feel like as a woman, it's so like in the middle about when you're trying to be taken seriously as a musician, especially as a songwriter and like composer as well.
And be like seen and respected.
Yeah.
It's so, yeah.
Because it's not always jokes, and if someone like talks to you a certain way, you have to, in a respectful way, let them know like,
Yeah.
this is not how it's gonna
No,
go.
because I'm here.
I'm
like,
here,
I'm-
and I'm also the director of the song. Like, I'm also like producing this song as we're speaking. So like, we need to do it the way that I want it.
Yeah.
And any ideas that you have, we can 100% take into consideration and like have it as a different take. And if I want to comp it in, we can comp it in. You know.
I also like, I've been thinking about that actually a lot, like this past month, the music that I'm listening to, like consuming a lot, like I've realised a lot of the music I consume is like men making it, which is fine.
Yeah.
But I do think like the music industry is so, it's not always the most friendly place to women. And so, yeah, I don't know. That's just one of my thoughts that I've had.
Absolutely. And even when they're polite, like a lot of the people in the industry, I'd say actually most people in this industry that I've met at the level that I'm at now are very polite. They're very polite. And it's not always a matter of being rude. Sometimes it's a matter of being ignored. Like, rarely have I had a time where I went to a session and people were outright rude. Rarely. But there have been
Interesting.
quite a few times, even with people I've worked with multiple times in a row,
Yeah.
you know, where it's like, maybe because I'm a girl, maybe because I don't have an extensive production background as well. So
Yeah.
sometimes it's not always a gender thing. It's just the fact that like producers do listen to producers more than they listen
Yeah.
to singers.
Interesting.
You know, sometimes you have to assert yourself and be like, actually, I know how I want my vocals to be mixed. It's not that I want them wetter, drier. I want them like this, and less reverb, more reverb. I want it like sounding more far away, sounding more like whispering, and you just have to let them know what you want.
Yeah.
And most of the time, they will listen to you. Once a producer sees that like this artist knows what they want and they don't like, they're not unsure about it, they will 100% listen. But the assumption that a singer doesn't know what they want is something that happens a lot in itself. Like,
Interesting.
you know.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Well, we could talk about this for hours, but I do want to, like, before we end the episode, I just want to hear your thoughts about like the differences between when you started releasing music and like your earlier stuff, and then obviously you have we've had Nostalgia was out, and you have another single coming out very soon. Like, what do you think are the real differences between that stuff and like the things that are coming out this year?
I think that when I was writing at 16 to 18, like that period of writing, even though a lot of the music from them isn't released, I feel like it was a lot more, first of all, folk inspired.
Oh.
It was a lot more acoustic, Elliott Smith vibes.
Yeah.
Just heartbroken, like,
Oh, no.
like not even like in a romantic sense. Just the fact of like, there's a very specific type of melancholy that comes with being that age, you know, and it's a lot darker. It's a lot like scared, and I feel like that's really beautiful because I don't write like that anymore, you know.
Yeah.
And whether it's better or worse isn't kind of what I'm getting at. It's more just the fact of like, I love how new it was to me to be so honest and to be so like scared to write but still write, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And even like with Soul's Heartbreak, like after every time I sang it, I felt just so like relieved afterwards because nothing went wrong, you know. And I said what I wanted to say, and I expressed my vulnerability without anything bad happening.
Wow.
You know. And now I can write songs like that, but I can also do songs that are just more like, yeah, I'm that bitch, like.
Yeah, confident.
No, but in the sense that, no, I'm just kidding. In a lot more, like, actually a lot more confidence, I'd say.
Yeah.
And the fact that I have a team of people to rely on if I need anything musically. Like, I have, and when I say team, it's more just like friends that are instrumentalists and friends that are musicians.
Yeah.
So that if I need any advice, I go to them, I run it by them. I'm like, guys, what do I change? And they're brutally honest, and it's amazing. Because none of them are like, yes, this is amazing, just send it off. Every single time I ask them, they always give me something to take back and like change or anything with. Whether they're musicians, whether they're artists, whether they're like all types of creatives. Yeah. And that's what, when I say no heart beats harder than in the hands of an artist, it's like romantically I meant that in a romantic way, but generally as well, no one understands the minds of a creative like a creative.
Yeah. And it's kind of beautiful when you get into, well, I don't want to say flow state, but really the flow state. When you're like with someone else creative and you can just like be completely honest and not be taking it personally and like you can just, you know, grow something.
Yeah. And
so fun.
Exactly. And like you said, like I've been writing a song every day since 6th of October 2022, right? And I wrote, one of the first songs I wrote when I started writing every day was Soul's Heartbreak, right? And I've written all my songs in that span of time as well. But through those years, there are going to be moments where you're just so pissed off that you're not writing as good as you did before. Yeah. You know, you're like, why am I not experiencing enough life? Da, 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 da. And then you just keep writing through that, and then you write better things, and you become a better lyricist and a better, like, you describe things better. And then it's like, okay, well, damn, I'm not getting worse. You know, I'm kind of like improving in a weird, like up and down kind of way. Yeah. Yeah, and I just really like that.
Because you have been writing a song a day, like you must go through periods of, or like, do you ever get like a creative like block, like you just said, but you just push through? Is that it? My creative block is that sometimes I'll go weeks writing bad music. Oh. Like sometimes it'll be like and every day, writing a song every day, sometimes it's not because I feel like it's like Duolingo where I have to do it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like I genuinely do enjoy it, and it's just instinct to me to write things down. Yeah. So sometimes the songs won't rhyme. Sometimes they'll be 3 sentences long. Mm-hmm. You know, other days there'll be like I'll fill out 4 songs in a day and do like big everything structures. Wow. Some days I'll just do one long vent, and that will like turn itself into a song somehow. So when I say I write a song a day, I write something every day that can be turned into a song. Okay. You know? Yeah. And I've been doing that for like so long now that I don't know how to stop. Like for me that's just like very much like nature. If I feel something, I go and write it down immediately. Yeah. And I feel things a lot. Like all the time. Yeah. So yeah. Sorry, what was the question? Well, my question was just how do you deal with like if you ever go through a period of like lacking creative spark? Yeah. You just write bad. You just write. You write, but you write bad. Like if you have a block, which is scary. Yeah, and it sometimes sucks. Like looking back at something. Sometimes I've written things where I'm just like, I think I'm like
this coldest rapper in the world. And bear in mind, like, I don't rap. Like, I'm writing down being like, bro, I'm Jay-Z. Like, I'm actually cold. And then I'm not joking. A week later, I will look back and be like, this is hilarious. Like, this is hilarious. You were not spitting. Like, you were not spitting bars. You were just angry. Like, that's what you are. Like, yeah, that's it.
Amazing. Well, before we come to the end of the episode, I have 2 more questions for you. Well, I actually have 1 more question for you. Not 2.
Okay.
Sorry. Which is, what are your, and I'm going to say current, because if someone asked me this question and didn't say current, I think I would, like, self-combust. So what are your current top 3 albums?
Ooh, this is such a good question. Okay. Current.
Yeah.
Okay, Aaron May Chase, 100%.
Okay.
One of the best albums ever been released. I've listened to it probably more than I've listened to most other albums.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And other albums.
Yeah, it's quite a difficult question.
There's a Carlotta album that has... Oh, no. So there's an album by Novos Baianos, right? And I don't know how to pronounce the title of the album, but it's got a song in it called Misterio do Planeta, and it's blue background and just a bunch of stuff on it as well. That is one of the best albums ever, like 100%. Like it's a Brazilian album, and
Oh, you in Brazil?
yeah, and it's like one of the best albums ever. The music puts you into like a completely different mood, no matter what you're feeling.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, that's
It's
really exciting. I'm gonna have to listen to that.
Yeah, and I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
I think you'll have a mess with it.
Okay.
Yeah. And then third album. I mean, I'll say Grace by Jeff Buckley, but that's like just one that I'm generally always top. But I'm trying to think recently, what have I listened to? Like top 3 albums. I've been listening to a lot of that 50 Cent album for the last few months.
He's been everywhere recently.
Yeah. He's been doing his rounds. The one with the red background.
Okay, yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
Get Harder Die Trying.
Yeah. Okay, that's a great mix.
Yeah, I love that album. And when you're in a car and someone's driving, because I failed my theory a few times now, but I can drive. Like, I'm a good driver. I just don't know theory.
Okay.
You know.
Like with music.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, yes, exactly. But yeah, that's such a good song to bump in the car. Like, it's such a good album to bump in the car as well. Yeah.
And now you're gonna play for us an upcoming song that you have coming out.
Yes. I want to have this song come out maybe like last half of this year, because I have a couple stuff to focus on before.
Yeah.
But I've had this song written for like, I want to say 2 years now.
Wow. So this is a hella preview then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So get hyped.
Period. Hey. Okay, let me... Algo que não pode ser, mas é saber que é claro de ver quero você na rotina em essa semana mire chan bori peşkine tonari dige. and it was about a love letter that I received from someone after about 3 months of us not seeing each other.
Wow. What's it called? Do you have a name for it yet?
Yeah, it's called Kid of Wissa, which means I want you in Portuguese. Am I okay to sing the second verse as well?
Yeah, go for it. I'm loving it.
E essas cordas que cantam seu nome, ela chama pra você tocar, talvez pra mim não. Nega con jote moro voskon, bergat hallå voskon. Nega kon amarilla, parece amarilla, minha alma ideia. Amarilla, parece amarelo, minha alma ideia. Bararam pom pom. Durum dum dum durum durum.
Wow, that was stunning.
Thank you.
Stunning.
Thanks.
And that will be out later this year.
Yeah, hopefully.
But in the meantime, we can listen to Nostalgia.
Nostalgia. I'm gonna have a song coming out next month and the month after that, and hopefully just like month after month after month.
So we've got a lot to be listening to.
We've got a lot to be listening to. Yay.
Well, thank you so much for coming into the studio
Thank you for
today.
having me. Thank you
It's
for
been so fun to record this episode.
I'm glad.
And yeah, we'll see you on the 10th.
Okay, cool. Amazing. Thank you.